Hey guys, it's Rachel from Hope Corner Farm. By day, I'm a home ec teacher who teaches hundreds of students how to crochet, quilt, sew, and cook. And today I'm going to teach you how to complete the iris stitch in crochet. This is a beautiful drapey crochet stitch. It's kind of more open and lacy looking, and it gives such a beautiful detail to crocheted projects. I love making blankets with this stitch. I've done some throw pillows with this stitch. I've done a scarf with this stitch. Really, it's kind of wide open, let your imagination run free, but this beautiful crochet stitch we're going to learn how to complete today. So let's grab a hook and some yarn and we'll get crocheting. Before we get started, make sure you subscribe to my channel, hit the bell so you get notifications of when I post new videos, and don't forget to give me some feedback on this video. Give me a like or a comment, let me know what I did well or things that I could improve upon. So you're going to need a hook and some yarn for your iris stitch, and then I'm going to talk here about how we start this thing off. The iris stitch is going to tell you that the multiples for this are 4 plus 1. You also need a plus 2 for the foundation chain. Okay, what the heck does this mean? Well, each iris stitch itself takes up 4 stitches. You need 1 extra stitch for a double crochet at the end of the row, and you need 2 extra stitches for the very first chain to start this. So let me look at this example here. So if I want to make 3 iris stitches, just like I have over here, so I've got 1, 2, 3. Or 1, 2, 3. So those are my iris stitches right there. If you look at them in more detail here, so the iris stitch is really a set of a couple of double crochets, a chain one, and a couple of double crochets. So that's what it looks like here. So this little kind of V thing right here, or right here, that's the iris stitch. And you need multiples of 4 on that first chain to make 1 iris stitch. Okay, so if I want to make 3 iris stitches, I would actually have to, have 12 chains for that. So if I want to make 3 iris stitches, I would start by chaining 15. And let's break this down. You need 4 chains for each iris stitch. So basically 4 times 3 is 12. So that gives us 12 of our 15 chains. I need 1 more chain for a double crochet at the end of the row. And then I also need 2 more chains for the foundation chain, and it actually acts as a double crochet at the start of our row. So again, if I want 3 iris stitches, I need to chain 15 because each one is a multiple of 4. I need an extra one for a double crochet at the end of the row, and I need 2 extra chains on the very first foundation chain to start us off. All right, so I'm going to show you what I mean by this. So let's get our stuff and we'll get crocheting. So I'm going to start by chaining 15. Now, if you need to see how to slip knot and chain in slower, more detailed movements, I'm going to include a link to a video for that below that you can check out that takes the chain and the slip knot a lot slower. So we're going to chain 15. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Now remember, chaining 15 is going to give me 3 iris stitches. All right, so to start the iris stitch, I'm actually going to start in the 5th chain from the hook. So we're not going here, so we're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I like to put my thumb at the very bottom of the 5th one that I'm going to be working into. So again, I'm going into the 5th chain from the hook. Each V is 1 chain, so I'm going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is where I'm going to start. So I'm going to start by placing 2 double crochets first off in that chain. So I'm going to yarn over. I'm going to go into that chain, yarn over, pull through the chain, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. Now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to put another double crochet. It's the same thing there. Then I chain 1. And then I'm going to put 2 more double crochets in that same space. So I'm going to have a total of 4 double crochets and a chain 1 in that 5th chain from the hook. So that's what it looks like there. So then part of this is that chain, and this is actually counting as a double crochet to start, because you're going to start and you're going to stop each row with a double crochet, or a chain that's counting as a double crochet. So now I've got that. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to skip 3 chains. So I'm not going, this one looks a little wonky just because it's right next to that last chain we worked into. So I'm skipping it. So that's 1, 2, 3. I've skipped 3 in the next one. So in the 4th one, I'm going to work right here. I'm going to place another set of 2 double crochets, chain 1, 2 double crochets. So there's our multiple of 4 from our beginning when I was talking about the multiples. So yarn over into the chain. So I'm going to put 2 double crochets. So there's 1 and 2. I'm going to chain 1, and then I'm going to put 2 more double crochets into that same chain stitch. So now this is what we look like here. So then again, I'm going to skip 3 more. So I'm going to skip 1, 2, 3. I'm going to work into this 4th chain. So again, my multiple of 4. Again, I'm going to put 2 double crochets, chain 1, 2 double crochets. I usually put 2 legs of the chain on top. Some people just put 1. It really just depends on what you like. I do 2 when I'm going into that chain. So I'm going to double crochet. So here's 1 double crochet, 2 double crochets. If you need to see how to double crochet in slower, more detailed movements, I'm going to include a link for a video to that below that takes the double crochet a lot slower and goes through it a lot more thoroughly. So again, I've gone 2 double crochets, chain 1, 2 double crochets. So now I've got 3 iris stitches here, and then I'm going to skip 1 chain, and I'm going to place a double crochet in the last chain. So you should have 2 chains left after your final iris stitch for this first row. So I'm going to yarn over, I'm going to go into that last chain, and I'm going to place 1 double crochet. So again, we like to start and stop our rows with a double crochet or a chain that acts like a double crochet. So that's what we did here on this end, and we're ending with a double crochet here. So I've got 3 iris stitches. So that's the very first or foundation row. Let's take a look at what another row of this iris stitch would look like. So what we're going to do is we're going to start by chaining 3 for this next row. So there's 1, 2, and 3. And I'm going to turn. Now this acts as that double crochet to start my row. So this chain 3 is acting like a double crochet here. Okay, so now I'm going to skip the first 3 double crochets. So I'm skipping that one, I'm skipping that one, and I'm skipping that one. And I'm actually going to work into this space here, this chain 1 space from this last iris, stitch from the previous row. So I'm working in here. So I've chained 3, I've turned, and now I'm going to work into this space right here. So I'm going to do the same thing that I did before. I'm going to put 2 double crochets. So here's 1 double crochet. Here's 2 double crochets. I'm going to chain 1 and then put 2 more double crochets in that chain 1 space. So we're stacking iris stitches on top of one another. So here's the previous row, here's the next row for that iris stitch. And then what I'm going to keep on doing is I'm just going to go across and I'm going to skip the next 4 double crochets. So I'm going to skip, 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 skip. I'm going to work into that chain 1 space here. So I'm going to go here. I'm going to place a double crochet. I'm going to place a double crochet. I'm going to chain 1. I'm going to place a double crochet, a double crochet. So again, I'll have a total of 4 double crochets and a chain 1 space in there. So that's that one. Skip the next 4 double crochets or next 4 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4 are skipped. We're going to work into this chain 1 space right here. So I'm going to put a double crochet, a double crochet. I'm going to chain 1. I'm going to go double crochet and double crochet. And that's my last iris stitch for this row. And then I'm going to skip the next 2, and in the top of this chain 3 here, or what we skipped there at the beginning, that counted as that double crochet. So I'm going right here into this little space right here. Hopefully you can see that. That got a little blurry. Sorry, I'm going right in here. I'm going to place my last double crochet for the row, and that's how I'm going to end this row. So I'm going right there. I'm going to place a double crochet, and that's the second row. So for each subsequent row, I would chain 3, turn, and repeat this row that I just showed you. So I would chain 3, turn, I'd skip all the way over to that chain 1 space, and then I'd place 2 double crochets, a chain 1, and 2 double crochets. I'd skip to the next chain 1 space and repeat the process. And that's the iris stitch in crochet. It's really kind of an easy stitch. It's a nice drapey stitch with a lot of open work and detail. I love how this stitch looks when it's done. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, hit the bell so you get notifications of when I post new videos. And I hope you guys have a blessed day.